after the next few minutes is in your breakout in your breakout rooms, as you remember. People have recollection of the learning circles of year 1. Do you know what you did?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
So we told stories
Perfect.
and we told our personal stories which were not to be shared, and we enjoyed those sessions. This is what I remember.
Perfect. That's exactly what you did. And that's what helped you to make the connections and the bonds. And we're going to build on that for year 2. So let me just share my slides.
इसकी शमीज भी परचेज कर देना और इस पे स्वेटर कौन सा पहनूं?
All right. So as you know, learning circles will be in 2 sessions. First session is today for 2 hours and another session on the 25th for again 2 hours. So I'm just reiterating what we have discussed before, but to again bring it into focus. One of the long-term goals of FAMA is to build a community of practice. These are people who informally, because of their personal connections and their own common passions, come together to help academic health centers and the community they serve. So it helps to drive strategy to academic health centers and advance them. And the practice will help each person to grow individually and transfer these effective practices to each other and improve the group's professional skills. Wagner is the first one who really talked a lot about communities of practice and described it as groups of people who share a concern or a passion for something they do and learn how to do it better as they interact regularly. Membership, therefore, implies a commitment to the domain and therefore a shared competence that distinguishes members from other people. They value their collective competence and learn from each other. For us, the collective competence is health professionals education, right? And pursuing their interest in their domain, members engage in joint activities and discussions, help each other, and share information. They build relationships that enable them to learn from each other. So, like last time, we'll begin our learning circle community by reading quotes. I'm going to just call out to the first person, and after that, we will call out to each other to read the next one. So I'm going to ask Gada Halal to start the first one, and then she'll read that and call out to a co-fellow. All right, there you go.
Okay. When I ask you to listen to me and you start giving advice, you have not done what I asked. When I ask you to listen to me and you began to tell me why I shouldn't feel that way, you are trampling on my feelings. When I ask you to listen to me and you feel you have to do something to solve my problem, you have failed me, strange as that may seem. So please just listen and hear me. And if you want to talk, wait a few minutes for your turn, and I promise that I will listen to you.
Thank you. 1 second. I'm just resharing this. I'm having a little issues at my end. All right. Can you see that now?
Yes.
Hello.
Now you need to.
Yeah, my name is Jocelyn Hussein. I'm here in AD. Okay, so I couldn't find any of this information in your medical notes.
If somebody's got their
Yes.
mic on.
The mic.
All right. So please call out on somebody else to read.
Me?
Yeah,
Ada?
please.
iPhone
Yeah.
or Hikmat?
All right.
Okay, Dr. Ahmed Gweli.
Yes. So Benjamin said, The greatest good you can do for another is not just share your riches, but to reveal to him his own.
Thank you. And you can call out on somebody else.
I would
Dr.
call
Ahmed.
Basim Al Hadi.
Glasses. I don't have my glasses now. I cannot read, to be honest. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Okay,
Which of
then
us?
I will call Saira then.
Okay. The way to find out about happiness is to keep your mind on those moments when you feel most happy. When you are really happy, not excited, not just thrilled, but deeply happy. This requires a little bit of self analysis. What is it that makes you happy? Stay with it, no matter what people tell you. This is what is called following your bliss. When you follow your bliss, doors will open where you would not have thought there would be doors, and where there wouldn't be a door for anyone else. By Joseph Campbell.
Thank you. And you can call out on a colleague.
Okay, so I will call out Menatalla.
Hello. So individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean.
Thank you.
I would call out Dr. Dua.
When I dare to be powerful, to use my strengths in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid.
Thank you.
Dr. Hadir?
Please unmute if you're speaking. All right. Maybe you can call out on somebody else.
Dr. Farman?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Joseph Campbell, he said, find a place inside where there is a joy, and the joy will burn out the pain.
Thank you. Call on somebody else from your class, please.
Maaz Ahmad, Dr. Iman,
Okay,
It's
thank you.
only, it's only
Okay.
when we truly know and understand that we have a limited time on earth and what we have no way of knowing when our time is out, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest as if it was the only one we had. All Dr. Iman Hamid.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mael. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, أو patience بقى مش عارفة the patience, the patience and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Harriet Tubman.
Thank you.
Okay. Dr. عبير. دكتور عبير عطية.
Yes. Hello? Do you hear me?
Yes, we do. Please go ahead and read.
Hello?
We can hear you. Maybe you can call on somebody else.
Okay. Dr. أحمد حفصة.
Thanks, Dr. Ayman. In our everyday deliberation, we must consider the impact of our decisions on the next 7 generations.
Thank you.
So I can call Dr. Ahmed Abdelhadi.
Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, commitment citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's only the things that ever has.
Thank you. Please call out on somebody.
دكتورة علا. Make a career of humanity, you will make a greater person of yourself, a greater nation of your country, and a finer world to live in.
Thank you.
Dr.
دعاء.
Okay.
I was always looking outside myself for strength and confidence, but it comes from within. It is there all of the time.
Thank you.
Dr. Muhammad Hassan.
دكتور شكتا.
Hi, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. A leader needs to know his strengths as a carpenter, knows his tools, or as a physician knows the instruments at her disposal. What great leaders have in common is that each truly knows his or her strengths and can call on the right strength at the right time.
Thank you. You can call on somebody else.
Dr. Farman, once again.
Sure, sir. This quote is by Thomas Alva Edison. If we all did the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves.
Thank you. Anybody who's not had a chance?
That's me.
Please go ahead.
Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times that you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can.
Thank you. So with this, I come back to now, what are we going to do in the second year? We're going to build on what we discussed in first year. The focus this year on two things. First is the gifts, abilities, and strengths that enable each fellow to make a meaningful contribution to the world. And to understand your dreams and hopes and aspirations for both yourselves and the world that you want to be in. So we are talking about trying to link the past, the present, and the future. So we had given you two things to do, and I hope you all have done it. One is we had given you a strength finder for you to understand what are your strengths. And the second thing we had asked you to do is write a letter to each of your Learning Circle fellow as to what is the gift you see that person has that they can give to themselves and to the world, and the aspirations you have for them. Did you get this mail and did you get to do all of this?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
Super. Did you enjoy reading your strengths?
Yes, very much.
Very good. And did you get your friends' letters that were written for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So now the objectives are for this circle is to get an understanding of who you are when you're at your best, in your peak, you know. So we want you to create a picture that integrates your best and the highest and the boldest dreams. and to create an action plan so that you get the better fit between your best self and the dreams for your future. So they synchronize, and therefore the dreams for the future can happen. Again, before we get into groups and do anything, these were the commitments of the agreements of the learning circle. Whatever is said in the circle stays in the circle. The circle is a practice of discernment, not judgment. You take responsibility for the support that you need. Each person takes responsibility for agreeing or not agreeing to a specific request. Agreements are adaptable. Something is not working, we can revise. We listen to each other with compassion and curiosity. I hope we at all agree on these statements that are out there. Yes?
sure.
Yes, we
Yes,
agree.
sure.
Okay.
All right. So what are we going to do? First of all, just a quick run through about group dialogue skills. We need to remember there's a difference between advocacy and inquiry. When you're doing advocacy, like you're doing advocacy for health or anything else, we're trying to persuade or discuss. When we are doing inquiry, we're trying to get information with open-ended questions to understand. So when we're having learning circles, we want inquiry rather than advocacy. So we want you to ask questions, again, give space for people to talk, listen to them. God has given us 2 ears, 1 mouth, use it in that. One speaker at a time, don't interrupt unless there is a time for clarifications. Give them the ability to share whatever they want to say. Speak to each other and listen to each other with acceptance and openly. Be attentive in your listening, listen to understand and appreciate other people's view. And in all this, question your beliefs and your prejudice so that you remember that all that you know is not always facts, but sometimes prejudice, and take time to review that. We also want you to realize that silence is sometimes okay. When things are getting overwhelming, you can take some moment off and keep silent. Speak more about feelings and personal experiences. Everybody is important and every view is important. There can be disagreements, but we have to be non-judgmental and view that as a way to learn from each other. And we encourage you to use this dialogue skills even in your professional life when you are doing, when you're with your colleagues, when you're with your teams. These are your teams as you had used them last time. And now you will be put in you remember that we had given you these gifts that you had to use. Now, what are you going to do now? We are going to put you in your groups. Once you're in your groups, you all are going to discuss your strengths and you all are going to discuss your vision for each other. So everybody will get a chance to talk today about what is their strength and what is their gift for the others, right? So you will read it out for the others. So everybody discusses their strengths and the gifts for the others. And at the end of that, that's about at the end of your 2 hours. So I know that we have already spent 15 to 20 minutes now. So at the end of those 2 hours or 10 minutes before those 2 hours, we will meet again to debrief. All right? After you do that, there is some homework for next time. What is the homework for next time? You have to create a vision for yourself. And how are you going to create a vision for yourself? You're going to focus on what is your highest and the best, and think of personal, positive, present, and passion, what you are passionate about. So choose your context. We usually say choose a professional, but if you want to create a personal, that's up to you. Focus on what is that you are at your highest and the best, and create a personal statement. We have given you this statement, this template, as a whatever, as a psychiatrist, as a medical educator, as whatever, at my highest and the best I am. This is the way you think of yourself at your highest and the best, so that What are the outcomes that you're expecting? So make this professional leadership vision statement for yourself. And next time when you come, you want you to create this picture. All right? This is your future. And how are you going to create your future? Based on what you're passionate about, based on your vision statement, which we talked about, your own dreams that you have had for yourself, from the dreams other people have shared for you. You know, your friends have given you your dreams. From that, from your strengths, from your strength finder, what you know, what are your strengths, from what you have learned from your FAMA project, from your current thing, who are you at your best as you understand it and as your fellow colleagues understand. Take that and create a vision for yourself. You can do it on a paper, you can do it on a slide. And next time when you come, you will come and share it in your group with your learning circle friends. All right. And that's when we meet on 25th, you will be sharing that. So today you will share your dreams and your strengths. Next time, before you come, you will write your personal vision statement and create this picture for yourself. Any questions about what we have to do today and what we have to do next time? For next time.
No, clear. Thank you.
All right. So now we are going to put you in groups. And according to me, we have, it is, am I right? Is it 4:30 in your Egypt time?
Yes.
4:30, right?
Yes.
Am I right? All right. So at about 10 to 6 Egyptian time, we shall meet again. You all will now go in your groups, discuss in your groups, and I shall meet you again at 10 to 6. Hekmat, if you can please help them to get into their groups.
Okay.
ممكن نقبل المسج يا دكتور اللي وصلت لحضرتك؟
مين انا ولا مين؟
عشان حضرتك تقدر تدخل الروم.
لا انا مفيش حاجه ظاهره عندي على الشاشه.
طب ثواني.
All right, so everybody's in the group. Thank you, Zizi and Hekmat. I'll come back at 5:45, and if anybody comes back from their group, send them back. All right?
Okay.
I'll be leaving now and coming back at 5:45. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye
I am
bye.
always available if you have a problem. I hope you have my number. I'm always available on my WhatsApp number, which I've shared. Do you want me to share it again in the group?
Okay, I will send it.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you
Bye.
later.
Bye bye. Done.
Has everybody come? All right, let's. How was your experience today?
I think it was a very good experience. Um, I- when you know something about yourself, because you are knowing yourself, but when the others say the same for you, so it's you. This is you. Okay, this is only me that know what I have, what my ability, what my strengths, but also this is reflected on my behavior, my attitude, to the degree that others also know that or notice that. So for me, this is a positive thing I learned from this session.
I agree with you, totally agree. It's good to see how people perceive us, because a lot of time we have false belief about ourselves, or we think that the people see us the same way. No, while it's different, totally different, but it's good to see the other point of view.
Sometimes it's good to hear good about yourself. You have to feel good, and you get a feedback that what were you trying to do in life? So has it been achieved? What do others perceive by that, or how long away you have lived, or how much you have reached? So that is all that we are getting, and of course, it's wonderful. Some things even we don't know about for ourselves, and others are telling us. So you have this thing in yourself.
Excellent. Anybody else would like to share their experience?
Yes, ma'am. I learned from my group that how to say no, and it's very difficult to say no, but we have to learn. So in the end of the session, I would request you to just say a few words about it. Number one. Number two, there was a good discussion about reward yourself once you achieve a goal, actually something.
Can I just tell you not to tell us the details about what was happening in your group? Just tell me your perceptions. I leave it up to you to discuss what's in your group. It's your group, your private thing. Go on, Farman, tell me.
No, it was actually advice for me, actually. So really, I want to share with this one because it's very
All
important
right.
for all of
All
us.
right. It's
Yeah.
for you. When you want to share, great.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened in the group stay in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was
Whatever
very
stays
important.
in the group. If you want to say your perceptions, your
Yeah.
reactions, that's wonderful. But
So,
any other conversation that you may have, or people may have said things about you, I think should stay in the group.
sure. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Anybody else? All right. So I seem to say most of you all seem to be having a positive takeaway after today's group. Remember, we meet on the 25th, and between now and the 25th, you have some work to do. Write your own professional vision, personal vision for yourself, and create a diagram which kind of will represent how you want to go in the future. And it's very simple to say we all should have a vision and we all should know where we are going. But most of the times in our daily life, we don't even think about it. So we are giving you some protected time, a protective template to really think about it, so that will help you to reach the goals that you want. So enjoy doing that assignment, and I'll see you on the 25th.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed. Bye bye.